Anybody? Whew, it's hot. Ooh, I should hit the retouch on me when I had it on live. Nobody needs to see my house today. Man. Today's one of those days where life just happens, right? Life happens. Let's see, I need to get it in this little slot here. There we go. I should have brought a broom down here, but that's how it is today. That is how it is. I have a sick doggy at home, so there we go. How's everybody doing today? I need something to drink. Thought we'd have a nice bonfire. You know, I really wasn't thinking, but it's kind of going through a little bit of a drought, but at least we have the fire pit area, so I don't think anything can go out of the pit. Hopefully, right? Hopefully. Hope everybody's having a good Friday. Boy, this fire pit area has got a lot of leaves on it already. I didn't know they were dropping already.
Well, it's been cold at night.
Yeah, it's been real cold at night, and then it's about 80 degrees right now. I feel so bad for my dog. I've been crying, trying to get her into the vet. The vet's like, we're too busy. But hopefully next week, hopefully she'll be okay. But I ordered her some Amazon cranberry stuff, and hopefully that does something, right? Good old Amazon's coming soon. Hey, Jonathan, I can see that you're not watching me. You're watching somebody else's live? What? Oh my goodness. Hello, Meat. How are you? Of Turkey. Hello, all the way from Turkey. Nice to have you in here. That's so cool, all that way. Very nice. I'm trying to make a big bonfire for tonight and keep the mosquitoes away. We didn't have any mosquitoes, but they kind of came back with all this heat going on. We have a little bit of backyard wood and a little bit of campfire wood. Hey, Andy, how are you? Thanks for coming in. You must have stopped your live. Thank you for that. That was nice of you. I burned up a little bit of I had a privacy fence that was kind of falling apart, like a little wood one, so I threw that in there. That went up really fast. Can you believe how fast that thing burned?
Yeah, it's pretty dry.
What is it made out of, like bamboo or something?
Yeah, like bamboo.
This little stuff? You plugged me? Oh, you're the sweetest. Thank you, Andy. Thank you. I appreciate that. You've got such an awesome channel. And Backyard Trucker has 7,000 subscribers now. 7,000! That's crazy! And you've been doing it, what, for a year? Is it a year or 2 years, Andy? We can have a fire tomorrow, as long as Susan's doing okay. That'd be fine, as long as you don't mind her. 2 years, nice. I can't believe it's been 2 years already. We'll see how she's doing tomorrow. Oh boy. But I can always have one here otherwise too. I always like a bonfire anytime I can have one. Definitely take advantage of that because I like sitting out and relaxing. Hi, Brian Jones. Happy Friday. You have to unload the camper. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you haven't really been home because you left right after camping, didn't you? So you've been on the road. Let's see. We got back on Sunday. So you've been on the road for a while. Like, what, 5-6 days? Yeah, that's a lot. After camping, no less. Hope everybody's doing good. It's a nice muggy day here in Michigan. It's heating up during the day, which is really odd for like mid-September because usually it'll snow in October sometimes. But we've got some warmer weather, 80s going on for the next week, and then we head down to the 60s about, which is really awesome at night because our air conditioning broke. So luckily at night it gets cooler, so it's bearable. Hi, Ray. Good evening. Fire looks nice. Thank you so much, Ray. And definitely check out Ray's channel too, because he has a great channel. We met him the other day at a nice YouTube meetup. Hope your day's going good, Ray. I'm gonna add you as a moderator. Hi, Jessie. Jessie Journal's always got something pretty over there on her channel. Something always pretty to unbox. Some pretty papers. I love pretty paper. I have to say, as a girl, I love that kind of stuff. I used to write a lot more letters and stuff to people. I still like to on birthdays sometimes. But it's so pretty. Stickers. I still love stickers. I use a lot of that stuff in my eBay packages too. Just to put a little something something in there. A little something something. How's the weather for everybody else? I think all of Michigan is about 80 degrees. I think Andy is probably near Michigan right now. You're welcome. Hi, Toto Alex. How are you? Is your name Bobby? Yeah, stickers are nice for packages. They sure are. It's just a little bit of happiness, right, Jesse? Thank you, Alex. Toto Alex, I appreciate that. We've got some leftover campfire wood from our meetup. We never did use it. We're enjoying other people's fires. Yes, isn't that perfect, Ray? Nice days and cool nights. It's perfect. Especially when I don't have air. And we sleep upstairs, so it's warm. It's very warm. So at night we've just been opening up the windows. I have a fan on the window and it kind of blows through the house and we're keeping pretty cool. It's just now finally starting to get a little bit warm in the house, but you know, you can kind of bear it for a couple hours at least and it's not too bad. Okay, Toto Alex. Oh, I just said it again. Whoops. Just said it again. See, now if you say don't do something, I'm probably gonna do it. Because when I tell myself don't do it, I end up doing it. Jessie says it's supposed to get warmer and humid this weekend, but it's been nice. Oh, that's great, Jessie. Gotta love nice weather, right? I'm surprised there's leaves falling down here, though. Bunch of yellow leaves on the ground. I'm not looking forward to blowing all those maple tree leaves. That's something I hate in the fall. It's so pretty at first.
The wind kicks up and blows
Yeah.
them away for us.
That is true. We like it when the wind kicks up and we don't have to blow all those leaves. That's for sure. Oh, it sounds like the squirrels are not happy I'm out here. Like there she is making a fire. Right? It is pretty rare. It's cooler than normal. For you over there, it's actually warmer than normal here. Hi, Ruby at Rushing Wind Mountain. You've got such a nice, pretty, relaxing channel. And hi, Tiffany. Tiffany just made brownies I need to try. I need to go get some eggs and try those brownies. Hola, Lou. How are you? Tiffany had some great looking brownies and they looked nice and easy. I used to make brownies back in the day from scratch, but I haven't done that lately. Yes. Oh, that is perfect, Ray. Ray says, I'm lucky the wind does blow the leaves away from me. Nice. That's perfect. The funny thing was, a couple years ago, it was kind of blowing and we try to get the leaves as much as we can. And then we had a big windstorm and it blew into the neighbor's yard. So he literally blew them back into our yard. I have to say, I mean, we were chuckling just a little bit about that. It was kind of funny. It was really funny. I'm like, you're actually taking time to do that? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. How you doing, Tiffany? I hope your week's been good. If you guys pray, definitely pray for my doggie. She's really sick right now. She came home from camping and I thought it was odd she was cuddling with me because she's not a cuddle corgi. She's not cuddly at all. So for 2 days, she just wanted to cuddle and I thought, well, this is really odd. I wonder if she's okay. And now the vet thinks she has like a UTI or something, so she's not doing so good. And hopefully she'll be okay by Monday. Yesterday you got a lot done for the M25. Nice. Very nice. You know, I feel like this summer, like things keep happening over here. Like weird, everything's broken down and yeah, and then the poor dog, I mean, I tried to talk them into getting an appointment today and they were just slammed, I think. They couldn't do it, so hopefully she'll be okay. She's like my fur baby, you know. My animals are like my babies. I don't have any kids anymore. Yes, thank you, Jessie. I hope she feels better soon too. It's been awful. I keep taking her outside like every half hour. Lots of water and I keep just refreshing her water for her. And I've got some cranberry supplements. The vet said I could try, but maybe won't work. So we'll try it. I'll try anything. Thank you, Tiffany. I appreciate that. I'm working on my hours, so I definitely love that you keep me running. Oh, look at all the ants. What did I just do? What in the world? Why do I have ants all around me? Ew. It's like an ant convention on my feet. Okay. Thank you, Ray. Yeah, it's been a rough day. I did a little bit of crying. I probably shouldn't have said hi with my face on camera because I look like a hot mess today. But I got this really awesome hat on that Shalisa gave me and I'm super excited to show you without showing my face because I look awful. Look at that. Isn't that cute? I need to make some of these. She makes the cutest little like stickers and the little emblems like that. Isn't that cute? And Shalisa gave this to me at the meetup that we just had last week. I love this. That is really cool. It was nice, right? Ray, I was so excited because I actually wanted it really bad. I'm like, oh, I hope I win, and then it. So excited. I've got this on all the time. I've actually been wanting a black one. Right? I think so too, Ruby. She's got a really neat channel where she makes things out of wood. She goes into the forest and forages for wood and then makes like really cool designs and like coasters and really pretty things. I bought a bunch of coasters last year from her and she'll make like ferro rods to start fires with. And she's got all kinds of goodies, but it's really cool what she does with the wood because it just looks really neat. Like you wouldn't look at a piece of wood and think it'd be that pretty, but it's gorgeous. Yeah, it is awesome. I feel like asking her, hey, do you want to make me like a table? Because it looks pretty cool. No, Andy, I think you need to get me another one because Anna stole my hat from you and I no longer have it. She ran away laughing as I said, hey, that's my hat. And she took off running. Took off on me. Oh, you went to the Fort Custer Cemetery. Well, you know, I missed that part too, Ray, because I was taking just a moment. Hi, Harry. How you doing, Harry? Thank you. Happy Friday. I had taken a moment. We had dinner at our campfire, and I just needed, you know, like a quiet moment, so I was taking one. And then she came over and said, hey, we're starting a fire over there, so we went over. But I think I missed a little bit of that too, but then they surprised me. I should put that into a short because that was pretty funny. Andy was videotaping me, which is kind of weird. I feel a little self-conscious about being on videotape, but and I'm like, wait a minute, do you got my phone? You got your phone? What are you doing there? And I just kind of ignored him like, what are you doing? Oh, it was funny. And then I had won the hat. I was so excited and surprised. I don't ever win anything. How's your Friday going, Harry? You've been finding some goodies and stuff to resell. You've always finding something good over there. What? Why is there so many ants over here? Is there something here that I don't know about? Ooh, still a little bit warm outside, but if you stand back from the fire, it's not too bad. Not too bad. I hope everyone's having like a really nice week for sure. John's over there. He's still not watching my channel. I'm gonna make you watch it later or run it when you're sleeping and you won't know about it. I'm gonna run you for hours. I'm gonna put it on. That'll be the time like the power goes out though, and I'll use up all your data. I've done that before, right? Oh, I think Jonathan's about to fall asleep. Thank you, Andy. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Hi, Noor. How are you? How's your night going? If you could say it in English, I could probably respond to it, you know? I wish I could read that. I would like to learn some more, you know, some more languages, that's for sure. I know a couple words here and there, but you know, nothing to really talk about. Does anybody else know some different languages? Like Spanish would be great to know. Especially when we went to Puerto Rico, I would have loved to have known some more Spanish. And they always sounded so nice too when they said it. Hi, David Groves. I'm doing okay. My dog's kind of sick, so I'm a little worried today. It's been one heck of a day. Jesse knows Spanish. Yay, Jesse. If I use that, what is that called? The Duolingo app? Duolingo app?
Yeah, it's a free one.
It's free, and if I keep using it, I do okay, but it's when I stop. And then I like forget everything. That's cool that you know 2 different languages though. Some people know a lot, and I don't get how they do it. My mind only goes to English. How's your day going, David? I definitely need to buy myself some new jeans. I think I have one pair of jeans that actually fit me good. Everything's too big. I put some pants on and I'm like, oh, I don't know if those are gonna stay up either. I can give those to the kids. I really haven't been exercising much, but I've been eating a lot of protein. You know what I mean? I figure, well, we'll try this, right? It seems to be working. So how's your trucking going, Andy? I need suspenders, actually. That would actually work, right? They won't fall down. I could still wear the big jeans with suspenders and they won't fall down. I mean, that might work. Your day went good, David. That's good. Oh, your mother was, oh yeah, that's right, from Estonia. You should have learned from her, yeah. For sure. You've had the chance to live all over the place, Ray. That's pretty neat. You're putting a roof on the Dollar General in Coopersville, Michigan. That's awesome that you're building so many Dollar Generals. I think it's cool how even in like a small town, it might be a small town, but there's a Dollar General. It's super awesome.
That's where Dallas Shannon came from.
I don't know who that is.
He's a singer back in the 50s.
Well, I definitely don't know who that is.
You ever heard the song Runaway?
No.
Born and bred in Coopersville.
I love Coopersville, actually. Isn't that where they have those houses that you can see? The tours in the fall? I might have to pay attention to that. They might be soon.
No, that's Eastmanville.
Isn't that kind of by there, though?
Yeah, but it's north of that.
Okay, Coopersville. Yeah, it's a nice area. Thank you for supplying us Dollar Generals. I happen to love that store because if you just need something and you don't want to go through a whole big store, it's so easy to pop in there, get what you need, and get, you know, a couple more things and get out. You're going, you're almost back. Nice. Yes, isn't that weird? Andy lives in a really small area, like in the middle of nowhere. I've got $5 Generals within 7 miles of my house. That is great. I like the one that you can go to Dollar General and then the ice cream place is right around the corner conveniently. And it's literally in the middle of nowhere, but there's a gas station, a Dollar General, and an ice cream shop all in that corner. Now that is pretty cool and brilliant. But there are a lot of campers over there, so I guess I can see why. They probably stay really busy. It's very nice and convenient. I mean, they have really, if you need something, they have like anything you would need just to get by for whatever, right? Like if the kids had a project for school, they always had like poster boards and markers and stuff they needed. Kino, hi. My Indonesian friend coming in. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. How are you doing tonight? Doing good. I'm a little worried about my doggie. She's sick, but other than that, it's okay today. I'm gonna relax the rest of the night because it's been a very hectic day today. Very hectic. A little bit cray-cray for me today. Wow, all the way from Indonesia. Actually, my bed is made from Indonesia. I love that thing. It's all hand carved, so pretty.
Yep.
It's really
got
nice.
Some mahogany from hand
Yeah,
carved.
hand carved mahogany. It's beautiful. I don't know if we can even find furniture like that right now anymore. It seems like when I go to the furniture stores, they don't have anything real anymore.
It's pretty cheap junk.
Yeah, it's really nice. I'm so happy you stopped in. You woke up and it's morning time, so it's 6:41 p.m. here in Michigan. Sounds good, Ray. I really appreciate you stopping in, Ray. It was so nice hanging out with you the other day. So much fun. I always love a good campfire. It's probably my favorite thing about camping is the campfires. Oh, I think Amazon might be coming. Either that or it's a squirrel. There's a vehicle in my driveway, it says. Well, that might be Amazon. Although a fast squirrel will sometimes say that there's a vehicle in my driveway. They're putting up a Dollar General Crossing Fairlife Milk Factory. Oh, nice. In Coopersville. Yeah, that's great. Kino says, hello, Michigan family. Happy to see you. Greetings from your family. Yes, thank you. I appreciate that. I hope your family is doing good today. I hope you're going to have a really nice weekend. I'm glad to have a moment and sit outside and just enjoy a nice fire. All right, sounds good, Ray. I'll let you know if I pop over. Definitely let you know. I think at this point, I've got some family stuff going on too. There's a birthday party, so I think if I go, I might only be just a visit for the day. I don't think I'm going to be able to camp. I think John's kind of camped out. I hear somebody. Did you get a blink warning that somebody's here? I got Susan's medicine coming from Amazon, so hopefully that stuff works. Hi, Midnight Foot Soldier. You're just eating some chicken chow mein, watching me chill by the fire. I kind of ate the same thing, but it was vegan chicken. And it was really good. I bought it in like a package, so it was really easy. It had all this fresh, all kinds of stuff. What was in there? Like cabbage and Brussels sprouts. It was really, really good. Yes, I was planning on going at least visiting or camping, but I don't think that Jonathan wants to camp. So I might just visit. Yes, nice to meet you too. I'm so glad you came in. Kano is saying hi to everyone. Sailing Cook George, hi, happy Friday. You're going to try that one day just to test out. What, don't you like it, Midnight? The chow mein? I think chicken chow mein is good. Yum. It's probably good for you too because it's got like kind of fermented kind of stuff in there. Mine was like all fresh veggies. I bought it out of the fresh veggie area at the grocery store. It was delicious and I didn't have to cook it. It was all done. Basically, you just cooked it for like, I think it was 5 minutes in a wok pan and it was all done. So good. I added some chicken strips. TJIF. Yes, I hope you're having a good Friday. It's definitely like a hot and muggy one here in Michigan. But really happy it gets cool at night. Nice and relaxing for a while. John's gonna fall asleep. Yes, and Keno's saying hi to Backyard Trucker. Yes, yes. Well, I don't know if you noticed this, but here, I'll show you a little closer. Can you see that little edging? So I put all this in by myself. And I know I need to sweep it, but this is in the middle of the woods. So what I see all that right here, don't look at my nails. That is all poison ivy. And then I put a little trim. So anything that goes over the trim, I just keep rounding up. I can see some sprouting out again. But I put that trim up, and so just to keep that poison ivy on that side, but all of our property is pretty much poison ivy. Like, you know, if I touch it, I have to get a shot, so I try not to ever touch it. I'm really, really careful. So, but yeah, my doctor was like, well, why don't you just get rid of it? And I'm like, because there's almost 4 acres of poison ivy, and I don't know how I would do that. And he's like, well, why don't you do it and just get done with it? And I'm like, well, okay. Yeah, very, very funny. I mean, can you imagine getting rid of all that poison ivy? So we've got like trail that goes down on that side. There's like a trail right there that goes down to the lake. So we keep that mode. And we basically have little trails and we just let the rest grow. There's no way I could keep that up. It's hard enough. Definitely poison ivy. Basically keep on the trail and you're good, right? Keep on the trail. I can see some sprouts, but it's not too bad. The Roundup definitely did its job, and I put some wood chips around here too. And that's keeping stuff at bay. And I think it's been like really, really dry too, so it's not popping up. Yeah. Yes, right? It is taking a lot of work. This patio I did by myself, and I have to say I'm pretty proud of doing something like that. I mean, for a guy it probably wouldn't be too bad, but... And I like my chairs. I can see some of my plants have died already, but it's so dry. Got some nice chairs. My other ones had broken. Tilt the phone. Okay, like that. Is that better? Tilt the phone. There we go. Thank you. Yes. So, you know, at least it's done or done to what I can do, right? It's not perfect, but for the middle of the woods, I would say it's not too bad for a girl, right? For a girl building a patio. Virginia creeper. Oh, it can get rid of poison ivy. Oh, that's interesting. I'll have to check that out. I might be a little bit of a lost cause here. I don't know. I guess I don't know how. It's growing up all the trees. I just try to kind of stay away from it. Hi, Fairbrooks. How are you doing, Fairbrooks? I love all your old time movies over there. Fairbrooks has got a fun channel. I love the oldies. It's so much fun to watch. So does anybody have any cool plans this weekend? I'm hoping my dog feels better. Hopefully. Hey, Donna. I haven't seen you in a couple of days, Donna. So glad to see you. What's up? Donna, my dog is sick. She came home from camping not feeling so good. I thought maybe she got into something, but I think it's just like a UTI or something, which I've never had a dog have that, so I'm just trying to do what the vet says, and hopefully by Monday she'll feel better. I don't know. Hopefully your doggy's doing okay. You know, my dogs would get something as they get old, like, you know, nearing the 15 range, or like ear infections and stuff, but I've never had a dog be sick like that. So I'm a little worried. Thank you. I appreciate that. Sorry if I talk about it too much. It's definitely on my mind. You've been under the weather. Oh, you're feeling yucky. You're feeling a little better tonight. Oh, Donna, I hope you feel better. That's not good. Oh, you've had a lot of weather over there too, haven't you, Donna? Like a lot of rain and stuff. My daughter says it's really hot and muggy over there in Florida. I mean, I would take Florida whenever. I'd be so happy just to be in Florida. She's like, it's so hot here, Mom. And the weird thing was their air conditioning and our air conditioning stopped at like the same week, which is really strange, but it was really hot. Really, really warm. At midnight, thank you so much for coming in. I know it's so late for you over there. I think we're 5 hours different, so 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, right? 12 o'clock? Oh, thank you, David. Yeah, right? My animals are definitely like my kids, my fur kids. I always tell my kids they're my favorite kids because they're the nice ones. They're always nice to me. And my kids are all grown, so all I have are fur babies. You got ucky weather. Yeah, it's getting ready to be nice. That's good. Oh, thank you, Midnight. I always like chilling on your channel too. Sometimes I'll be busy doing some other things, but I've always got you running usually. It's nice just to listen. Your dog Jake is your buddy. You cannot live with, see, that's how I feel. I'm like, I can't live without my dog. I was telling the vet, I'm like, you don't understand. I've been crying all day. And they're like, well, I can wait till Monday. And I'm like, oh. Yeah, for babies for me are number one, and people number two. They're just so sweet, right? I love my animals so much. And Tommy is turning out to finally be a nice boy. He's getting all cuddly, and he's a kitty cat, an orange kitty. And he's so darn cute. I always send Andy pictures and then like give him a little story behind the picture. He thinks it's funny. Yeah, John is sitting right here. He's about half asleep, about ready to fall asleep right here in this chair. He's just kind of like, ugh. He gets really tired after work, but he's worked. Yeah, he's working really hard. He's trying to make the money over there, that's for sure. He's had a pretty good week. Of course, we're not sleeping that good without air conditioning, but at least we've got the windows we can open at night. The Milo that you have now is your king. Right, Donna? My dog like rules the house. She rules the house. My kids call her the sheriff because she gets after them. Like if they go upstairs, the dog isn't allowed to go upstairs, so she thinks when the kids go upstairs that they're being naughty, so it's really funny. She barks at them. She gets so offended, and then she'll turn around and look at me like, why are you allowing this to happen? It's so cute. Yeah, thank you, Midnight. She's a good dog. She can be kind of a pain. She's very stubborn. But corgis, if you've ever had a corgi or know somebody that had one, they are very stubborn dogs. I would say, unless you have a lot of patience for animals, I would never get one. Unless you've got a lot of patience. Because they kind of bark a lot and they have a mind of their own. But I mean, that's what makes them fun too. So I definitely love my corgi so much. She is my joy. And my kitty too. They're so funny together. I'm glad that we have a cat that actually gets along with a dog. And it's going pretty well because the cat doesn't take any sass from the dog, which is really funny. It's just hilarious because he's still got that kitten in him. I think he's like 2 now. And he acts like a kitten. And it's so funny. They just play together and he'll run by her, give her a surprise, and she'll look at me like she's so offended. We might have to stoke this fire a little bit, my goodness. At least it's keeping the mosquitoes away. We didn't have any mosquitoes. They finally all left because it was so cold. And it got really cold here. When we were camping, I was freezing. I had like a little jacket on, a t-shirt, one of those flannel, those huge shackets, and then I had my big winter coat on. And that was the only way I could stay warm. I was freezing camping. It was so cold. I felt bad for everybody that was sleeping in their car or tents. And there was a lot of tent campers. Oh, do you think I can hear it? I might. Did you do it? Did you just do it? I think I might have heard something. Next week's gonna get warmer. Oh man, you know what I did though, David? I went and bought one of those portable air conditioners for now. We've just had so much going on. I can't even think about getting like an air conditioner at the moment. It was really quite cool out, so I thought I'm not gonna deal with it right now because last week my cat passed right before we went camping, which I'm grateful for. It happened right before I left. I couldn't believe it, and I wasn't expecting it, so it was horrible. But you know, sometimes you get like all these things that just hammer down all at the same time. And so I thought, well, I'm not going to deal with this air conditioner. So we bought one off Amazon. Yeah, Andy, with his truck. And yeah, let me know when you're close and I'll listen. I might be able to hear it because I can hear, if I listen really good, I can hear some of the semis down the road. You know, I've been walking at the park before with my daughter and Andy beeped his horn and we could hear it, which was really funny. I think I did a video of that. I should do a short. That was pretty cool. He peeped his horn, we heard it. Yep, Andy is coming all the way back from Chicago, Illinois. And he's been driving since Sunday. But at least you had a nice vacation, Andy, camping with everybody. Took some days off, so I bet that was nice. Is the smoke bugging you? If you're too tired, you can go up. You look awful. Oh, sorry, that didn't sound good. Not like that, but you do kind of look bad. Yes. Andy and I have been friends forever. Thank you, Ruby. I appreciate you stopping in. Thank you so much. I hope you have a good weekend too. Yes, you were just on his live. I was on Midnight Foot Soldier most of the day. And he does these walkabouts around England, which are really cool. I love seeing everything. Sometimes he'll go to a cemetery, and sometimes he'll go to like an old cathedral church, and they're really old over there. I love seeing all that stuff. Hopefully I can get over there someday. I would love to visit all those old places. I was so like into this, like there's documentaries on YouTube, and I start watching them about England, and then I just watch them all night long. I was doing that last night. But they had stuff on like where the kings and the queens were buried. Have you ever been to those places where you've seen like where the kings were buried in the churches? I think that's interesting. Recently they found Anne Boleyn, which it's like, wow, I didn't know she was missing in there, but interesting. Yes, Andy had an empty trailer all the way back. Okay, ready? Okay, I'm listening. No, I don't hear anything. No, I can't hear it. Oh, yes. Donna, I'll share a secret with you. If you have like a DSLR camera or something similar, and you have what's that lens I have? Infrared lens. No, sorry, Andy. You can catch a lot of orbs, and I've caught a picture of a man, a woman, and a horse. Like way up in the upper part of Michigan where there was like no civilization whatsoever. And it was on Lake Michigan side, and that's all you see is like the lakeshore. And I caught that up there with an infrared lens. It was really weird because I think the woman was on the horse and the man was holding the horse, and it looked like they were walking towards me. You can catch a lot of stuff with those specialty lenses. It's kind of cool. Yeah, it's creepy but cool. I don't really get scared too much about stuff like that. But I thought that was pretty neat. And they had like old time clothes on, like old pioneer clothes. Like the lady had this old like dress on, kind of plaid looking. I thought it was neat. Do you ever catch anything over there? Sometimes you can catch stuff even when you go back and look at footage that you don't notice. And you just kind of go back and scrub the video and look at it real slowly, frame by frame. Sometimes you can see stuff. Give that fire a stir, says Brooke Trout. Hey there, hope you're having a good Friday. Give it a stir. Want to hold my energy drink? I definitely need that today. Give it a stir, okay. I don't want to be on camera. I look like horrible today. I don't know why I showed my face earlier. I've been crying. Is that good? Wait, oh.
It's probably gonna move.
That's not gonna move. Does this one go down?
No.
That's our poker stick. Don't burn that one. I got a bunch of boxes to burn up though. Gotta love Amazon.
It's gonna get too hot.
Yeah, maybe a little bit. I'll just say one at a time.
Already yellowed up.
I've got some more wood sitting here too. Andy collected some wood for me. Oh, Donna says my son has did several 3 a.m. visits, and one friend has every picture has okay. The orbs were in every picture. Nice. That is interesting. Hi, Katie. Good to see you. I can't believe my UK friends actually stayed up this late. Oh my goodness, it's late for you guys. I'm gonna back up a little bit. Look at what I did. Caused a big flame. Yeah, I probably should not have shown my face in the beginning. I'm not one to like reapply makeup either. You know, once I have it on for the day, it's on. But yeah, been crying. Poor dog. It's still early for you and KT. Oh, that's good. I'm a night person too. I always like to stay up night. I usually go to bed probably what 1 or 2 in the morning.
Yeah.
You sleep late anyway. Oh, thank you. Your boys are so nice. Oh, look at those ashes going up. It's like raining ash. You know, I love being up at night because, you know, I can kind of finally have some quiet time where like nobody's running past you at night, because I still have I have kids here, but they're not kids, they're adults now that still live here. So like somebody's always coming and going, but at nighttime when it's that late, everybody's pretty quiet, you know. It's nice to watch some TV or do something that you want to do. I usually do a lot of editing at night. It's kind of my quiet time. And then once I start editing, I mean, it's hard to stop. So I like to do it. Thank you, Katie. We've got leaves falling over here already in Michigan. It's hard to believe that the trees are actually turning now. Lots of leaves. I like it when it's really cold at night. What's the weather right now here? Probably, what, 75 Fahrenheit? It's about 80 today. Jonathan is staring off into space. Did you hear what I said?
No.
I said, what is the weather?
What?
No, I mean the degrees. I'm guessing 75, right? Or not? That's my guess. See if I can guess it right.
76.
Oh. Still pretty warm. But I love those fall nights. I know you guys kind of call it autumn, but our fall is like your autumn. It's kind of the same word. And it just gets so nice, even during the day when it's so nice and cool. You know, you can bundle up in a nice jacket and have a good fire. It's good sleeping weather, right? When it's cold. It's perfect. Perfect. I'm gonna throw some twigs on here. I can hear some people on the lake over there. Boy, I don't know if I can get this apart. Should I throw it all on there? Or should I be careful? What do you think? Dangerous or careful? What's your vote, John? This branch is laying in the front yard. We must have had some good wind. Ooh, are you up here in Michigan, Brook Trout? The fall and autumn. Yes, I love this time of year. I love it so much. It's so nice. Getting ready for some weekend cooking. Finished pancakes. Oh, now that sounds good. Finished pancake. Yum. Smoking turkey and apple pie. Brook Trout, that sounds really wonderful. Oh. How long does it take you to edit? Let's say 10 minutes? No. Katie. Hours. It takes me hours. You know, I wish I could speed up my editing, and I don't know if I'm just maybe really, I don't know if I'm just bad at it, why it takes me so long, or just because I have so much in my brain that I think, oh, I'm going to do this, and then all these transitions, and then, okay, let's put this in here. And once I get going, I don't usually like to stop, but the last video I did took me a day and a half on my Marketplace Boutique channel, where we went, yes, it's very time consuming, right? I wish I could edit in 10 minutes. I'm not that person. I wish. Out of all the travels, where would I like to go back? I'd like to go back to Puerto Rico, just because I love the beach. And they've got awesome history, all that Spanish history. Oh, I loved it. Lots of history there, and I could just sit on the beach every day, all day, and be happy. Be perfectly happy with that. Where did everybody have a good vacation? Where was your favorite vacation? And I love Ludington, Michigan. That's another one of my favorite places. I would love to buy a house there. Although my daughter is in Florida, so I gotta add that to my favorite list. And I love the beaches in Florida. They've got quite a bit of history there too. That was fun. Cuba. You like Cuba? Can we go to Cuba at midnight? Can we travel to Cuba?
No.
No. Can you travel to Cuba? We can't go to Cuba.
You have to get a visa to go there. Well, I can go to Guantanamo Bay.
Yeah, we're not allowed to go to Cuba.
There's a little thing called the Cuban Missile Crisis.
Yeah, well, let's not bring up whatever history you're going to talk about. That'll be down a rabbit hole.
The communists took over.
Oh no, here we go. Look at what you've done, Midnight.
The communists took over American property. I mean, they just took it.
Okay.
So.
That's rough country. I think it's cool though how
there's a big day tomorrow in UK.
I don't know. Now you guys woke John up. Look at what's going on now. Do I even dare ask?
It's regain your country day, basically.
Oh no. We've got John on a rant. I would say Andy's probably got, if he didn't stop, he's probably got a good half hour, 45 minutes. 9 days in the mountains of West Virginia. We recently did that, and I have to say that, I have to say, David, I loved that trip where we went for about 2 weeks down the East Coast. So we did a lot of hiking through, what is that trail that we did? The Blue Ridge Trail?
Blue Ridge Parkway.
Blue Ridge Parkway. We hiked all over the place. and like North Carolina, Virginia. Was it West Virginia or Virginia?
We drove through it. We went through Virginia, North Carolina,
Okay.
but we drove through West Virginia
Yeah, I mean,
too.
we've kind of been all over there, but I love the Appalachian Mountains and all those mountainous stuff. And there was even a couple waterfalls. If you get out and do the trails out there and just walk all the trails that they have, that was really neat. We spent several days over there. Andy says nope. Yeah, I'm gonna guess you probably got what, 45 minutes at least to get home. But I drive slower than Andy does usually, so it takes me like, I don't know, hour and 15 minutes from here to get up there. He works pretty close to where I live. I know, the waterfalls are amazing, right? I could like literally just camp right there. 1 hour, okay. I could camp right there at midnight and just, I could totally sleep if I was listening to a waterfall or the ocean. I would say that trip that we did with the kids too was fun, and we went to North Carolina, the Outer Banks. That was nice. Stayed on the ocean. We had an ocean front, and we just opened the door and listened. Of course, we had to close it at night because we had kids, and we're like, yeah, we don't trust you guys. It was so nice. Although we had some neighbors, it was like a little condo that you could rent. The neighbors were cooking something really spicy and stinky. But yeah, it was pretty neat. The kids didn't like the history there though, so, but we kind of gave up some of that history stuff and just did what they wanted to do. The Hatfield and McCoy trails, nice. My son, I think, now he's got Kentucky history, and I think his history goes back to the McCoys, if I can remember right. It's been a while since I've dug onto that side. But I started doing his side because I thought it was interesting, you know, just because his line comes from a different state. But I thought that was neat. It's interesting, right? All that history. It's kind of a sad story, though. Like, they just couldn't get along for nothing. But back in that day, it was kind of, I mean, there was laws, but it was a little bit lawless and wild, right? Isn't it cool to, like, go down those trails and think of all the history that was there, or all the conflicts and old farmhouses that you can look at? What's that?
The Hatfields and McCoys was two families that hated each other,
Yeah.
basically, and then
Yeah.
some of them tried to get together,
Right.
and
Then they had a bigger fight. That is neat, David. I feel like there's so many. If you look around, I think there's just cool places everywhere, though. You know, I can't think of a place I went to that I just didn't like. I don't know.
Atlanta.
Okay, I take that back. I didn't like Georgia too much. It was hot, it was sticky, it was muggy every day, and it was very hot. Very, very hot. The traffic in Atlanta was horrible. That was bad. And I had to deal with a lot of crazy stuff because we had a family get-together that wasn't going so well. And then I left at 4 o'clock in the morning because I was sick of it. I'm like, nope, I'm done. Hasta la vista, babies. And you know what? 4 a.m. in Atlanta is nice and smooth. Smooth traveling all the way through. And we got a call at 9 a.m. from them wanting us to go south, which we live north in Michigan. They want us to drive 2 hours out of the way when we didn't need to. And I was so glad that I left early. I'm like, yeah, I'm now in Kentucky. We were actually pulling into Buc-ee's in Kentucky, and I'm like, yeah, I'm sorry.
I thought we were,
Wasn't that where? Yeah,
we were getting breakfast. And...
We're about to go to. We're pulling over to Bucky's.
That was at 9 o'clock already?
Yeah, we're already in Kentucky. I love Kentucky though. I want to go kayaking. There's a place you can go glass bottom boat kayaking through the caves. I would like to do that yet. I haven't done it, but that looks amazing. Has anybody done that in Kentucky? There's so many cool places. Like Upper Michigan is amazing, and there's like nobody around and just really, really big trees and amazing sights. Hardly anybody lives up there. If you wanted land where there is nobody, Upper Michigan would be a great place to go.
Well, then you move to Alaska. So,
See, I feel like I love watching the Alaska people. I think that's really cool that they live up there and really neat to see. I love those channels. But for me, it's a little bit too remote.
you have to be self-sufficient, live off the
Yes.
land.
Yes.
And
Oh, the glass
nobody's
one.
going to come and help you. So.
Yeah. Glass Bottom Boat by Musing. Nice. You remember that traveling through Atlanta, the traffic was always bad. That's why you just
Well,
up and leave at 4 a.m. The funny thing is, John, he tore out of that hotel so fast. We were just over it. We're like, we're out of here. And we had been to Atlanta for some odd reason that summer. That was what, 1 or 2 summers ago. We were just about to go to a wedding there when my daughter comes and says, I'm getting kicked out, and she's in Atlanta, Georgia, and we literally were up all day and had to drive and go get her.
We were at the restaurant having a beverage, and
Yeah, we're like, we'll be right there. We were having a nice dinner together, but no. And then we turned around and less than 2 weeks later and went back, which was not planned.
yeah,
We were
I was
like,
driving for about 36 hours.
it was a lot, and we drove right back. Because we couldn't do anything different. We thought about getting a hotel, but we had all her stuff in the truck.
It was pouring rain.
Yes.
All these people had bald tires and were flipping their vehicles over.
It was weird.
It was crazy.
I don't want to go back there. I'll go back through there to go to Florida, though. Oh, you're going up to your camp in 2 weeks in October. Oh, that'll be perfect. The trees should be changing up there. Yeah, right, brook trout. It might be about done, but it'll still be pretty. Oh, Andy's gonna be up there too. Yeah, that would be fun. I thought about going up like part of that time, but we'll see how that goes. Southwest corner of Marquette. Hi, John. How are you? So this is John's new channel from Real Thoughts Project, and he is driving daily. And he says, yo, 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 John. How are you doing? Happy Friday. I like your new channel because it really makes you think about stuff. Yes, I would love to go up there. I don't want to go trail riding, though. I don't think I want to do the trail riding yet.
They've already had some snowflakes up there.
They've had snow up there already?
Yeah.
Wow.
Up in the
Andy's saying hi to you. Well, I mean, well, Andy might be saying, actually, you're both John and you both spell it the same. We'll just say John. Andy's saying hi to both Johns. Some R&R. You got a hot sauna. That sounds nice. I keep forgetting that I even have a sauna. It's in the middle of the basement. I never use it.
Because you get too hot.
Yeah, I don't like being too hot. Thank you so much for stopping in. I appreciate it. I always like your channels. Especially when you're exploring around. I like those ones the best. He was showing like some abandoned places the other day. I'm like, that's kind of cool. I wonder what they're up to. Did you ever find out what they're up to over there? The place that looked like a bunch of apartments. 160, oh, to 170. I don't know if I can handle that. You're not sure yet. That'd be interesting. Interesting. You could probably dig up the county records on the county site. Just put the address in. That is hot. Our hot tub is set at 103. And I can stay in there for probably like 15 minutes. 103.
Yeah, it's usually too hot. I mean,
And you know what? Half the time I end up standing in the hot tub and just we sit there and talk.
sometimes you put it at 104, but yeah.
I stand up, yeah. It's great though
When it's
if
like
you're
10
achy.
degrees outside, it's great then.
It was perfect after we went camping in the freaking cold and just sat in the hot tub for a while and we got home. And it's great if you have an achy body, like an achy back or legs. Oh, you had a friend say they knew but never connected with them. Yes, text them. Nosy minds want to know, John. We want to know. That's pretty cool though. Somebody's probably got a really big project on their mind. You know, when I look around, when you showed the other areas, I bet they're probably gonna do like big apartment buildings, or that would be my guess, like big apartments, like the rest of the area. But I could be totally wrong. Maybe it's like a shopping center or I don't know, a housing complex. Yeah. I think so too. Just looking at the area, and there's a lot of like nice apartments there. And that's like a really good area too. Oh, David Gross says, my boss said we might have a $25 million job in the upper UP next summer. What are the bugs like in the summer? They're not too bad, I would say, David, but I always bring off with me. As long as you got some deep woods off, you're good to go. Yes, it's near a mall and near a highway and all of that, yes. And that's such a nice state too, that it's just so pretty over there. The Carolinas are beautiful. I love those states. Yeah, one of my favorite areas that we stayed at too was, what was that called? Follies?
What's that?
What was that place we stayed at? Follies? What is that? That strip?
Where at?
Wasn't the Carolinas,
South
the Folly?
Carolina? That was Folly Island.
Folly
Or,
Island.
what do you call it? We stayed at the Isle of Palms,
Isle of Palms. That was nice.
which is just outside of Charleston.
It was nice. I don't think I would stay in that hotel again. Just because.
Yeah, our room was overlooking the bar next door.
Yeah, I had a moment freak out when I you know, I'm used to living in the country, right? So we go into our room. It was kind of like little condos, you know. We go into our room and I open the back slider into a bar. Like literally. The next door bar is right up to the porch. And there's people looking at me and I'm like, I quick slammed the door. I'm like, and I just had to sit there for a minute and I'm like, I don't know, can I even do this? And I thought, what is my problem? Okay.
It was okay in the morning when the bar was closed. But.
No, that was relaxing. Yeah. And then I just learned to be whatever.
Yeah.
And then sat out there anyway, because I'm like, if they can sit out there, I can sit out here. If they're looking at me, I can look at them too. Charleston is cool. I love those states. Yeah, it was crazy. It was really expensive. But we wanted to stay, you know, in a nice place. And here's the thing. I got up in the middle of the night and I was looking at John because it looked like he had something on him. And I'm like, kind of standing there like, what in the world is that? And it was a huge cockroach on him. Just sitting there. Just sitting on top of him. I almost died. I am not used to that. You know, up in Michigan, that stuff dies in the winter, so we don't. I mean, I know southern states get that kind of stuff. That freaked me out so bad. And then the rest of the time, I slept with the lights on because I was so afraid. You were gonna say spider. The cities down here do have that issue. Yeah, and this was like a really expensive place. Like, if you ever watch the, what is that? What's that show on Bravo? The Charleston show.
Southern Charm.
Southern Charm. Like, they have sat at the bar next door on that show. It's a really nice place. Like, really nice. And I would have never thought that. But then I thought, well, it is Southern. They don't have stuff that dies off. So
Makes you want to stay up here in the north.
yeah, it scares me though. That stuff scares me. I was so scared, and I hate bugs. I hate bugs. So
I mean, if we
that
were,
that was
if we were
crazy
down
for
south
me.
right now, we'd probably be eaten alive.
I don't know. And I didn't, I didn't want to like get kicked out or be a complainer. I definitely don't want to be like a Karen, right? So I like left a little note on the bed. Actually, no, I took all the bed sheets off. I said, please redo this bed. This is what I found in it. And I left it on a little piece of paper with a note. I'm like, I found this in the bed. I took all the sheets apart and made sure that I got clean sheets. But I didn't want to be a Karen about it and draw like, I didn't want to have to call them and complain. So I just left a note, tore all the sheets off. You see them when you deliver? Especially with restaurants or a bar nearby. I guess I can see that where there's food and then it's really hot. Yeah, that was it. You know what though? To wake up and see it on someone was scary when you're not used to bugs. That freaked me out so bad. I was like, oh. And I was really afraid that when I was sleeping, one would like crawl in my ear. So I wrapped a shirt around my head at night and like tied it really tight so no cockroaches could get in my ear. I'm like, what if one buries like themselves in my head? So that freaked me out. I wrapped my head up. And I didn't want to be like impolite either. I don't know if I handled that right, but yes,
You pay enough
enjoy.
for a hotel room.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I thought, you know what? I'm going to require some new sheets after that. It was definitely expensive. But it was fun there. I love just sitting on the beach and
Looking for shark teeth.
yeah, we were looking for some shark teeth over, what was that other place that we were on? Looking
Follies
over there.
Beach.
Follies Beach, okay. We were looking for some shark teeth. But I never found one.
Supposed to be a hot spot for them.
Yeah, I never found one. I searched and searched. Ow, brook trout. Oh, I don't know if I could live down south. Ugh. Pull a toilet and hundreds, if not thousands of them come out of the pipe. I would have a heart attack and die. Oh man, I can't handle that. That is disgusting. I can see how stuff would get clogged up though if you got stuff.
Gasoline down the drain and
Yeah, but
light
you
her up.
can't do that because you're in a house. Yeah, right? That is crazy. That would
What was
freak
that
me out
show we
so
used to
bad.
watch? The one guy, the exterminator dude.
Billy the Exterminator.
Yeah.
I loved that show.
He was in Florida, wasn't he?
You know what's funny? When we had my brother's kids for a little bit, he loved that show. I'm like, you want to watch something really cool? So I turned on Billy the Exterminator. He just thought it was the coolest thing. We sat there and we were playing Legos and we're watching Billy the Exterminator. He thought it was he was so cute. He is so darn cute. Oh, I love my little nephew. They're getting older now, though. They're teenagers now. Teenagers are probably not any fun anymore. He was so cute, though. That is gross, right? Ooh. Yes, you're gonna go drive. Have a great weekend, John. Thanks for stopping in. John lives in a great state, that's for sure. I would love to live down there. We have some family members that moved down there,
Where?
North Carolina.
Do we? Oh yeah, because
Yep, my Heisingas. They all left and moved down there.
couldn't take the cold winter.
No, and well, he married a woman from the Philippines who was really, really nice, and we all just love her. But it was a shock for her, which I can't even imagine, going from the Philippines to Michigan. And every time I seen her in the winter, I say, how is the winter going? And she's like, oh, it's really bad. I hate it here. Yeah. So I can see why they moved. But yeah, I definitely miss them. That's for sure. Definitely miss my family. Well, on that side, all the cousins, we always got together for quite a bit of things. So now everybody's kind of moved away. It's sad.
Well, your one cousin moved back, so.
What cousin moved back?
The one that retired from the Navy.
Yes, that's true. I got one.
And you got another one that
Cousin.
lives up north.
Well, you're making me guess now. One that lives up north. What?
Nick?
Does he live in Michigan?
I think he lives up north where your uncle lives.
Okay, so I'm okay. So the two brothers are back. Okay. I heard about that, but I wasn't for sure if another one
Last
came
time I
back.
seen him, that's where he said he was living. So.
Okay, that's cool. But now that Grandma's almost 100, so we're not getting together as much anymore now that she's so old. We get together for Christmas.
What's she like? Gonna be what, 98?
I think so. 98 or 99.
No, I think it's 98.
98.
In January.
Yeah. So we used to get together a lot more, but she doesn't really want to do a lot of family things, which no kidding, right? And she's like, I don't think I can make the family roles anymore. And we're like, you don't have to make the roles for us.
She's still living an independent living.
She is. She's very independent. She's doing great. Love Grandma for sure. That's so nice to have, still be able to have a grandma. She's my last one left. Yeah, it's crazy to think too, like everyone on that side and that generation is gone. Everybody. She's the last one. Both sides of all sides of my grandparents, she's the last one. Out of all the families. So it's definitely special when you still got a grandma. You know what's really cool though? If you like genealogy and you like history, is to sit down, if you still have a grandparent, and just have a conversation. Like, what was it like growing up when you were a kid? What was it like? And I wish I would have recorded it.
Well, I mean, you didn't have phones back a lot.
Not really. Not that I could really do much on. I wish I would have recorded that. And I might try to do that yet.
I mean, I think we do have some recordings of when we went out to Colorado, when we had that little get-together at your house. I think I had some recordings of your grandpa.
Oh, I do?
On tape.
Oh, that would be cool to see. I am, Andy. I hope you're going to have a good evening, too. But I would love to just get, like, a tape of my grandma talking about... I might have to do that now that I'm thinking about it, because I've got... I wrote a bunch of stuff down, but to have her talk about what it was like, and she told me like this coolest stuff that I would have never even imagined. Like preserving food in the winter in Michigan. And I said, well, how did you have to can everything? And she said, well, heavens no, we didn't can everything. And then she said they
Right
would,
in the ground.
yeah, they would dig ditches in the snow, and they would just dig it and then dig it back up, dig a hole, and dig things back up in the winter. And I thought, because I've never heard of that even, and I thought that was
I mean, if it
interesting.
was like a root vegetable or something, I can see that.
And then they would take a pig, and that would be up in like the rafters of the
Yeah.
farmhouse. And then she said that when they needed a slice, it was like curated or whatever you call that. What do you call it?
Well,
Cured?
it's like Virginia ham. It's like salt cured.
Yeah. So it wouldn't go bad. And then they would just take what they needed, and they could make all kinds of stuff out of the lard. And that's
Sometimes
interesting.
they cut them up and they can it, a lot of that stuff.
Yeah. Well, she said they did a lot less canning. They would bury their food, and they would just hang stuff upstairs, like in a salt brine, which I thought was, I mean, I've never heard of that either. Very interesting.
People would do that or smoke stuff.
And she said one day they came home from church and their kitchen was on fire because great grandma had hung the diapers before church to dry, and they would always have the stove rolling in the winter to keep warm.
Yeah, they had no.
And they came back and she said that flute was red hot and all the diapers were on fire. And I said, I laughed so hard. I'm like, okay, Grandma, that's not really that funny, but just the thought of flaming diapers is kind of hilarious. She goes, yeah, it was quite the sight, but we quickly put it out. And I'm like, well, thank goodness your whole house didn't burn down. And, you know, things were harder, a lot harder back then. But really interesting stories. So if you have a grandparent that you can get stories from, yeah, definitely like tape them, or just take a phone or even like a tape and just tape their stories. Your relative hung meat in the sauna to dry it out. Yeah, isn't that interesting? And I didn't know about stuff like that. I guess, you know, I've heard about, you know, meat, like curating meat. Is that the right word? Curating? No. Cured?
Um,
Is it like a cured meat?
If you get a deer, you let it hang for a while. That's aging.
Aging. Okay, let's just call it aging.
But yeah, I mean, you're probably curing it.
Yes, they packed a lot of stuff in salt.
Yeah,
Interesting.
salt is a preservative.
Like a salt brine. Interesting though.
I mean, like corned beef, that's basically in a brine. And
you know, it makes you think, like, if you were living in a remote area or up north Michigan or Alaska, like, you could do that kind of stuff, yeah. You know, learn from the old relatives and
you gotta
we'll do that.
You gotta watch where you hang your meat in Alaska, because the polar bears will come
the bears. Yeah, I could see that. Yep. And she would talk about making like the butter from scratch and those big churning things, and
kittens.
Those big churning jars to make the butter.
The butter churners.
Yeah.
And all the kitties would want the.
Oh, yeah, I bet they would want the milk. Well, so I bought my grandparents' milk jug thing, but then I turned my back and my mother had taken it back out of my car. So she's got it on her front porch, but I thought, well, I guess it is her parents', but definitely when she goes, I'm taking that back. Like, what do you do when your mom wants something, but you bought it from your grandma? You know what I mean? It's like, well, I guess.
For your money back.
And I was like, well, I guess you should have it before I have it, so I guess it's okay. I'll get it someday. Should go put my name on it so it doesn't disappear. But they used to put butter in that. I thought that was neat, in that old milk thing. And she said they were lucky because their farm was self-sustainable, because they had a big farm and they grew a lot of celery. Hi, the Grave Historian. Oh, it was nice to meet you the other day on Crafty Witch. I'm so excited to find your channel. This is my second channel I just started. I probably should have started with this channel because I love history and I do a lot of genealogy for the last almost 15 years. And I knew I wanted a YouTube channel, but I was like, what am I gonna do? So I thought, well, I'm gonna start another one because this is like my passion is history. I love historical stuff and I'm at the graveyards all the time. So I really, really like your channel. I was watching some stuff the other night. Excited to find that. It's neat when you see what other people are finding around their areas too. And you don't really need to go far. You can just go around your own area too and look about the history and find cool stuff. Yes, thank you for sharing his channel, Andy. That's really nice. That's pretty neat. He even has like, I think it was a drone that he was flying over. That was really cool. Oh, that's neat. I'd be scared to fly a drone because I don't think I'd be good at
You'd
it.
probably crash it.
I would
and
probably
like, I
crash
just
it.
wasted.
Well, no, I'd be afraid I'd break something.
Yeah, how much are they? Like a couple
I have no
$100?
idea.
And it's like, I just $100.
We used to have one, but I'm just not good at that kind of stuff. So it's pretty neat. That is neat. For those that know what they're doing, right? For those that can do it. Do you mind stoking the fire a little bit? It's funny because it looks like it's light here, but it's getting kind of dark. Did you make it home, Andy? Look at that. Mosquitoes are starting to come out. I don't think I brought a jacket either.
Looks like this thing's broken in half.
Yeah, nice. Looks like a twig. Which side are you gonna pick? It's like a wish twig. Oh, you're a drone pilot. Aerial photography. Oh, that is cool. Yeah, you did really good. That was neat to see. I've actually never seen anybody do that through the graveyard. It's interesting to see the aerial view over the whole plot. That's neat. We've got boxes to burn of Amazon. Make sure there's nothing in the envelope. Sometimes there is. You never know. Double check it. I went to burn one the other day. I'm like, there's something inside.
If you open your packages right away, you don't have time.
Yeah, I do. I do open them right away.
We get hot here in a minute.
We always have a lot of Amazon boxes because like the kids have their own accounts. Everybody orders Amazon because it's just easy. I'm so happy to find your channel. That is so neat. I can't wait to explore more on this one. Ooh, that's hot. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Whoa. Oh my goodness. What are you doing? We're gonna move back a little bit. It's just, woo. That is hot. The videos that you talk and do much better. History accented with drone. Oh, that would be cool. I think that's really awesome. You know, and not everybody can do the drones like me. So that's pretty cool. Definitely takes some skill for sure. We've got proper fire action now, says KT. He likes your fire action. Woohoo! Yeah, it's a nice warm one. You know, I have to say that campfire wood isn't ever like that big, but
They,
it's
they kill
it burns
they
really
kill it.
well, right?
They
It's nice
dry
and
it out.
dry.
They
Yeah.
kill and dry it to get all the
Mhm.
bugs out of it.
Yeah, it burns so good. So this is perfect. You grab a couple
It's a little
logs in the
pricey.
backyard.
It's a little pricey.
It's definitely gotten pricier, right? It used to be pretty cheap, like $3 a bundle, and what is it now, 6 or 7?
I think it's 6.
6?
But
So it's doubled.
it's a lot easier than getting the chainsaw out and chopping down all the stuff we got around
Did
here.
you notice the price of the camping has even gone up though?
Yeah. Thanks to our nice
Our
governor.
our lovely governor.
Ah,
Yes. Camping has, and I guess it's worse if you're coming from out of state. It's even more expensive.
I can understand that.
Yeah, a little bit. It's getting dark out here. It is getting dark.
We got another, what, 20 minutes for sunset?
This is a backyard bonfire where it's in the woods, like it's not close to the house, but backyard, yep. Last week we were camping for almost a week. We had some bonfires then too. That was fun. I love camping. And I think that's probably my favorite part of camping is the bonfires and just sitting around, and it was really nice because we had a bunch of Michigan YouTube friends that got together and we all hung out by the campfire, and that was a blast. Definitely a blast. And I was so exhausted by the time I got home. Oh my goodness. It was just so much fun that we would hang out until late at night by the fire. I can see you giving those hearts, mister. I can see that's you. He's laughing over there. So you got any good plans, grave historian, this weekend? It's going to be really warm in Michigan, so hopefully the dog is feeling better. If she is, I'll probably do some kayaking or something like that, maybe. Is it? I want to do some bike riding or kayaking would be cool. Enjoy every bit of it before winter. Yes, it wore me out so bad. Oh my goodness. Grave historian says, I love to camp, but it wears me out. Yes. And then for some reason, my dog got sick on something camping, but I mean, I don't know if she picked up something, if she ate something or picked up, I don't know. So she is sick and hopefully gonna get better soon. So we'll see how it goes. Couldn't get into the vet until Monday, so hopefully. But then I thought, yeah, I guess I never thought about it before, but the dogs can probably eat something bad that people leave behind. You know, I'm not sure.
Check it out in the bushes or something.
Yeah, I don't know. And oddly, like she kind of stays close to us. It's not like we walk her all over the place, you know. She stays in the little area. You're probably going to survey a cemetery in a coast state park. That sounds fun. You know what I like too about doing the cemeteries or the find a grave and finding, you know, people. It's really good exercise, right? It's really good exercise and it's quiet. It's usually very quiet at the cemetery. And, you know, if you ever just want a nice walk, it's a great place to walk. Corp of Engineers. Oh, nice. Oh, that is neat. They just surveyed one up the road from us, and I thought that was interesting because they were building houses right next to the graveyard, which I kind of thought, oh my, but I guess some people don't mind that. I think I would mind. But they had a survey to make sure, you know, they weren't crossing the line there. So I can see where that would be a very important job to survey the cemeteries. for sure. There's a lot of squirrels running around. All I hear all day is like these acorns that are falling on the house, pelting the house all day. I could feel it's finally getting a little cooler out here. But I'm surprised it was almost 80 and for the next week in the 80 or 90s for Michigan. You know, it's usually in September. It's really cool. Been some strange weather. Well, I think I'm gonna head out, and I appreciate everyone stopping by. And thank you so much, The Grave Historian. So glad to hear from you. I love your channel. Looking forward to watching more. It's a personal survey. Oh, to find some revolutionary graves. Oh, that would be neat. Yeah, those are old ones. And, you know, some of those really old ones don't have any tombstone things, or some of them used to be wood.
Yeah, there's really no record.
So, well, there'll be a record usually, but there's
a
not.
death record, but not necessarily where they
If you check the township, they'll usually tell you where they are. And some of those records are really old, but although some of them, you know, some places have burned up, you know, because you had really old fires back then. So sometimes they might not have records, but if you check either the library or the township, but I find now the townships are sometimes charging people to look, which is odd. You have lots of war history in South Carolina, for sure. For sure. But I recently ran into one that they were going to charge $50 to look up something. And I'm like, what? They work for the county.
Well, they just want to sit on their butt all day, I guess.
Yeah, and they didn't really want to help me.
And they're getting paid anyway, so.
And then I had to wait an hour for somebody to get back from lunch, and then she still didn't want to help me, and I just stood there and smiled and said, well, I'll sit here and wait some longer. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I mean, most of the time people are really helpful, but then there's other places, right, that are not. And sometimes it might just be the person, and if you go back on a different day or ask a different person or ask somebody that knows somebody that works for the township, sometimes it's better to go a different way in. But I hope everybody has a great weekend, and thanks so much for coming in tonight and saying hi. And I hope everybody has a nice weekend. Bye.